You've got to believe in yourself. Yeah, I saw a story the other day, and I talked about it on a news thing that I do. And I was talking about Buffalo Bills quarterback and NFL MVP Josh Allen. Now, I don't know if you follow football, but this isn't about football. So don't tune out if you're not a football fan, because this is about an individual. But Josh Allen is the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, and he just signed a 6-year, $330 million contract. Do you know why? Because he's consequential. He brings value. He has talent. And that's not really my point. He is the poster child for meritocracy, but it's really about, did he believe in himself? Let me tell you a little about him. He went to Firebaugh High School. Now, that's just a very small farming community in the San Joaquin Valley in California. And when he came out of that high school, he was a good quarterback, but it was a tiny little school. He had no interest from any colleges. He wanted to go on and play at the next level, but he sent out, and I mean this literally, hundreds of letters and highlight tapes to 4-year schools, Division I schools. He sent them to USC, UCLA, University of Miami. He sent them everywhere, hundreds of them. You know how many responses he got back? 0. Now, that's a blow to your self-esteem. I mean, come on, you're 18 years old. You've played at a small school, but you were good. You played at a small school. That's a blow to your ego. But it didn't stop him. He said, okay, I don't have to leap tall buildings in a single bound. So he just enrolled at a junior college, local. Same thing happened. He played there for a couple of years, and it was recruiting time all over again. So he sent out again hundreds of letters, hundreds of videos to all of these schools, because he had a couple of good years at this junior college. It's bigger than his high school, but it's still just a little 2-year college. Know how many responses he got this time? Well, it wasn't 0. He got 1. The University of Wyoming. They did send him something and said, okay, tell you what, kid, we'll give you a shot. We'll give you a shot. We'll let you come here and play. And I'd like to say the rest is history, but the bumps in the road weren't through. He played for the University of Wyoming. He got a start his junior year, which would be his first year there. He threw 4 passes, got hit, and broke his collarbone. Got hit and broke his collarbone. Had to sit out the entire year. So he comes out of high school, nobody wants him. He goes to a junior college, plays 1 year, plays a second year, finally gets a shot at a Division I college, throws 4 passes, gets knocked out for the entire rest of the season. You know, at some point you just start saying, you know what? If the door won't open, maybe it just ain't your door. But no, he says, I'm going to rehab and rehab hard, and he comes back. Now he's only got 1 year left, and so he does it. And in that year, he throws for 3,200 yards and 28 touchdowns. So he gets drafted. I think he went like 7th, something like that, and gets his shot. Then when he gets this massive contract, somebody asked him, wow, that's a lot of money. Why didn't you demand more to become the highest paid contract? You're so close. I mean, Mahomes with the Chiefs is the highest, but you're bumping right up against that. Why didn't you push for just a little bit more and become the highest paid quarterback in the history of the NFL? And you know what he said? He said, and I quote, I don't need any more. If I can't live on what they're paying me, something is very wrong. Now, here's my point. clearly he worked his way up. He added value. He vertically developed and all. Clearly he did that. But he had the second element. He worked really hard. He believed in himself and he earned every single thing he got. He never, ever gave up. Let's cut to the chase. Your savings could be in serious trouble. When Elon Musk is out here warning us to brace for temporary hardship, you might want to listen. I trust Preserve Gold to safeguard my accounts, and I urge you to do the same. They're the only precious metals company I recommend. Are you going to sit back and hope for the best or take control of your financial future? Text Dr. Phil to 50505 to get your free precious metals guide from Preserve Gold. With gold prices recently breaking records and analysts predicting this trend to continue through 2025, you cannot afford to wait. As a bonus, you can get up to $15,000 with a qualified purchase from Preserve Gold. So don't wait. Text Dr. Phil to 50505. That's DRPHIL to 50505 today. I don't know where you find yourself at this point. I don't know where you are in your career. But I know this. You've got to be your biggest fan. You've got to not be paralyzed with fear and say, oh man, I wish I hadn't heard this. And I'll tell you why. You can't unhear it. Now that you've heard me say this and told you that we are in a meritocracy, we are in a capitalist competitive scenario. And I truly believe the social pattern is that what we're seeing in government right now is going to really sweep through the private sector. People are going to seek to get lean and mean in their organizations. They're going to get rid of those who aren't contributing. I think people are going to come through and give out mandates that say cut the bottom 20% of this organization. Start from the bottom up in every organizational chart. I want you to go into every department, cut the bottom 20%, and we're going to see how we can do. I think that's going to happen. I'm reading it in the journals. I'm seeing it in the cards, and I'm telling you, I think they're going to be cutting the bottom 20%. You don't want to be there. You've got to decide, how can I make myself consequential to my company? And to do that, you have to believe in yourself. You have to market yourself, sell yourself, and you have to deliver. Now, Josh Allen could have quit when nobody wanted him. Not one person in the country, not one recruiter at one university. But he said, no, I believe in myself. I'm going to keep coming. So he went to an interim level and he kept coming. He got one chance. And now he's making over $50 million a year. He was the first quarterback in Buffalo Bills history to lead the team in both passing and rushing in the same season, and that is hard to do. Now, I've never been a Buffalo Bills fan, but I'm a Josh Allen fan. I am inspired by what he does and how he does it. Be inspired by who you are. Figure out what is special about you and what you bring to that organization. And don't be shy about letting people know what it is. Don't be the best kept secret in your company. Let people know how pivotal you are to the success of that organization. You're managing you. Be good at it. Be good at managing you. And don't let it be smoke and mirrors. Truly be consequential. And Think about the changing world. Don't be a casualty of AI. Put yourself in a position that you can't be replaced by Ricky Robot. You can't be replaced by AI. I'm wanting you to tune in and listen to me because I want to tell you information you can use. I want to give you things that make your life better every day. I don't give a darn about politics. What I care about is culture and the quality of your life. And if anything I tell you won't withstand challenge, throw it out. Throw it out. But if I can make you think, if I can give you food for thought, then I don't know. I think this was worth our having a conversation. Let me know what you think. And if you have questions you want me to answer, send them in. And I'll do my best to get to them and answer them as part of this podcast. You and I are going to be talking a lot because I've been getting a lot of requests. And so I'm going to be coming at you.